Oh, Jiminy Christmas, don't even go there. All right, heading down, recording, waste some bandwidth. We have audio Andy with Caltrans, so watch your language. This guy's a cussaholic. I've never heard anything like it.
And the core looks pretty good. Right?
Which core looks pretty good? This core hole right here, or?
No,
Hey, did you look at that core? Did you see where my replacement grout stopped? It's the dark gray, and we have all the white gray. Okay, where the white grout is below the dark grout, what do you think was there originally? That was where all that silt was. Because where the dark grout came in, it just covered up the silt, right? So when I went back in there and stabilized that, he rewashed it, got everything back out of there, so now he's got all his white grout below my gray grout. So that's the thought process I want you guys to be thinking about here. All right, Vent 12C, side view for acceptance, core hole 6-7, date is still 10/24-12. Let's go for a spin. See how Swiss cheese this is? Mm-hmm. So we're looking sideways now, Andy, and you're looking kind of like in these ridges and bumps, and some of them have holes that go through them and holes that go back and come around. It's like Swiss cheese is a perfect description for it. Come on down.
all that free gravel is going to flow in there real good.
Yeah, I think you guys need to really think about what you're going to prove structurally to put in there. Let's go for a spin. Okay, heading down. So hydroblasting ridges and concrete surfaces to this depth are clean and free of silt or fines. Concrete looks good, aggregate in high relief, some exposed rebar. Tough to say what that is. I believe we're looking slightly interior towards the column cage.
Wait, which tube is that?
This is core hole 6-7, Andy. All the tubes are done. And with the exception of tube 9, everybody looks really good.
Except tube what?
Tube 9. Tube 9 I think has got some stuff in the bottom of it, but I think it's going to be sort of like 12D, where maybe we just cover it up for right now, we go back in there and remitigate.
That. Yeah.
I didn't, what, I missed. What are you looking at? That ridge? I just exposed rebar right there, no big deal.
Right there. I know that Matt is talking about they want to use the CC on this one, and then they'll come back with the permeation ground. Come back with the permeation ground. But all the tube is gonna fill up with the SCC. How are you gonna put the ground back?
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. And on top of that, you're gonna cut off. Let's go for a spin right here. That's an interesting look. You're gonna cut off a lot of these conduits. I mean, if there's SCC in front of it, permeation grout doesn't magically go through it. I need connectivity, albeit very small connectivity, but you're gonna shut a lot of that off. You're just not gonna give me an avenue to get permeation grout back in here. Let's head on down. Yeah, I mean, you're right back in this boat. It's going to look the same. Yeah, just a concrete ledge. You're looking at, so you kind of looking at a ledge that we just passed up here, just at the end of it. Dude, we've seen some, I don't know, right in the top corner of the mirror. Come up. All right, sorry, let's go down.
The bottom of that lane right at the top.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, okay, come on down. So there's a little bit of sand or something, or some type of,
A lot of reflectivity and light.
yeah. So that's what you were looking at right there, Andy, that little chunk. Yeah, it's just, some of this stuff is really weird. It's hard to tell if it's
side view, right?
attached.
Side
Yeah,
view
it's
goes
side view,
something
yeah.
between-
So it can't, if it's attached to the sidewall, it can't defy gravity. So it's got to be attached somehow. It looks like it's debris that's hanging there, but it can't defy gravity.
Maybe stuck in there.
Yeah, it's possible, but so we have a little bit of sand on our ledge down here. Some of this just needs a water flush to raise it. But as far as like PVC debris and you know, lots of junk, there's been very little of it in a lot of this footage. Easy,
Hung up on a ledge and fell.
coming down.
There's a PVC. Oh,
Well, there wouldn't be in a core hole, so it's just
yeah.
it's just a block of coarse debris down there, or the end of the core. Yeah, now we're looking straight at the sidewall right here, and it almost looks like it's cored. So we don't have the PVC stub out as a guide for what is true bottom, but where I started my hydroblasting, where you're going to cut your first ridge is going to be a little bit above the bottom of your core hole. So at your base, you should get back to a neat 2-inch diameter size, and we have seen that in a lot of these, and this looks pretty close here. So that's what I'm using to judge my true bottom. That's like my PVC stub out in my inspection pipes, is if I can see my neat 2-inch hole down at the bottom, or something very close to that, then we know that we don't have a whole bunch of debris up high. So like this one, that looks pretty good to me. There's some minor sand in there. Water flush takes care of that. Let's come on up slow, John. And it is what it is. And huh?
You guys still gonna want to flush this?
Sure. I mean, if we got some fines in here, we can just keep the water on and just keep working the tubes. And you know, every day some little thing is going to settle out. Before we put the structural material back in there, everybody should get a good scrubbing, evacuate the water, put the structural material in there.
Let me ask you, if I have a cement plus water plus sand, does that consider as a grout or what's considered as a
Sand, cement paste, and water is actually considered grout. That's what most people in the industry call grout. What I call grout is just the water and cement paste. I think is referred to as like a neat paste. I call it grout because that's what the ADSC plan calls it. You know.
with the sand?
Without the sand, I call my stuff grout. But in general, when you go up to somebody and you say put grout in there, they think of water, cement powder, and sand.
Like I'll give you an example. The last job I fixed,